Welcome back to the Delighted Outdoors channel. I'm Emma. Next, I will show you top 5 the most beautiful places around the world. Please see the video till end, because the content is very exciting and interesting. Maybe your next trip will set foot in these amazing destinations. Or, you may play it at 2x speed, which will not affect the quality of the information you receive and the enjoyment of viewing. In addition, to product a video almost hard work, and we also hope to get your encouragement. So, if you like it, please subscribe, like and share, don't forget to click the small bell, so that we will immediately notify you when we have new videos. Okavango Delta in Africa. The Okavango Delta in northern Botswana, also known as the Okavango Swamp. There is located in northern Botswana, covering an area of about 15,000 square kilometers. About 20% of the central area of the Okavango Delta has been converted into Maori Rice Animal Sanctuary. For a long time, it has been known as one of the most original ecologically protected areas on the earth. Here you can find zebras, elephants, cheetahs, rhinos, buffaloes, lions, giraffes, and hippos. The fish resources in Okavango waters are also very rich. It is estimated that there are about 80 species, with a total of 3.5 million fish. There are also hundreds of species of birds, including African ospreys, peacocks, and blue kingfishers. The peak tourist season in the Okavango Delta is from May to July. Because of the abundant water and the characteristics of marsh paradise, the best choice is the safety protection of the canoe guided by the wildlife park led by experts. The Botswana government's tourism strategy is to set prices based on quantity. To avoid attracting too many tourists at low prices causing the low quality of sightseeing, and to prevent the behavior of tourists from placing too heavy a burden on the ecology of the delta. Due to the inconvenient transportation, the trip to the Okavango Delta is more expensive. The standard 3-day Salar trip in the Okavango Delta, including Markoro canoe trips, wildlife hunting, fishing, bushwalks, and departure from Johannesburg, South Africa via Botswana Mon for air tickets connecting to Okavango Delta. The average cost per passenger is at least $1,640. Arizona Grand Canyon National Park. The Grand Canyon is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The total length is 454 kilometers, and the width ranges from the narrowest 6 kilometers to 25 kilometers, forming the second most visited national park in the United States. These tributary canyons are formed by the Colorado River and reveal hundreds of millions of years of rock erosion dating back to the Precambrian. The Grand Canyon is located in Arizona, about an 8-hour drive from Los Angeles. If you want to fly to the nearest airport, you can consider Las Vegas or Phoenix Airport, and drive another 3.5 to 4 hours to the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is very wide, divided into 3 areas, namely the Visitor Center in the middle, Desert View in the east, and Hermit's Rest in the west. Along the edge of the Grand Canyon, whether you take a bus, walk, or ride a bicycle, you can see a very magnificent landscape. And it is also the easiest free route. The center is dominated by the Visitor Center and general functions. but the east and west sides are really spectacular attractions. Hermit's Rest cannot drive, you can only take the shuttle bus in the park. There is a bus every 15 minutes. You can stop at each station to take pictures of the scenery and take the next bus to the next attraction. The most famous ones include Hope Point. You can see the Colorado River at the other end. The Hermit's Rest is a very distinctive stone house, which is also worth seeing. Except Yaqui Point, all other attractions in the east must be driven by your own car. Most of the viewpoints allow you to see the winding Colorado River. Grand Viewpoint is one of the most famous locations, with panoramic views from east to west of the Grand Canyon. The other Lipon Point and Moran Point are also very interesting, especially when the sun is set to be more spectacular. Since the nearest accommodation is about an hour's drive away, it is strongly recommended to stay at the accommodation in the Grand Canyon National Park. Torres del Paine. Torres del Paine National Park is located in the Patagonia region of South America, spanning vast areas of Chile and Argentina. It is dominated by snow-capped granite mountains, glistening glaciers, icy blue rivers and lakes, and rolling grasslands. There are horses, cougars, and guanas. Paine Torres del Paine in Torres del Paine, Chile, means blue in the Indian language. Because the glaciers, fjords, lakes, water surfaces, and ice blocks in the park are present at different times and climates. It shows a variety of different levels of blue. However, the hiking routes in Torres del Paine are generally inseparable from single-day round trips, the longest 10-day O Trail, or the most popular 4-day to 5-day W Trail. In addition, if you are more affluent, you can also choose to rent a car from Puerto Natales. But you should be aware that there are no refueling facilities in the park. Either way, unless you are willing to pay for expensive restaurants and accommodation, you must prepare tents and enough food. Campsites must be reserved in advance. Camp gears can be rented from the campsite or in Puerto Natales. Isle of Skye, Scotland. This small windward island in Scotland has misty peaks, majestic sea cliffs, and moss-covered valleys. And there are mountains and mountains everywhere and magnificent scenery. From the rising peaks and the steep slopes of Killearn and Stall to the conical mountains and the fairy Glen Lake, it has become the scenes of many countless fantasy movies including Prometheus, Stardust, Snow White and Huntsman, etc. Whenever the sky clears, the sun shines through the thick clouds to the Isle of Skye. The mountains, cliffs, rivers, and coastline on the island immediately present a charming color. And the small villages are scattered, showing a kind of primitiveness and wild beauty. The Isle of Skye is a popular tourist destination, but it rarely retains a sense of seclusion away from the hustle and bustle. You can enjoy the quiet space on off-travel hiking trails, explore the magnificent and desolate castle ruins, and take a kayak to admire the stunning coastline views. After the night falls, you can enjoy fresh seafood to feast on, and then find a cozy bar to sip a glass of warm Scotch whiskey. The weather on the Isle of Skye is unpredictable, so remember to be prepared for rainy, sunny, and all kinds of weather when you visit. Visitors can travel to the island from Scotland via the Skye Bridge or by ferry. There are bus services on the island, but it is recommended to rent a car and drive by yourself. Most travelers use Portree, the largest town on the island, as their base. There are many seafood restaurants next to the small town's harbour, as well as many lively bars. When travelling to Scotland, you might as well spend all your time on the Isle of Skye and discover the fun of this natural wonderland. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. The small town of Uyuni in southwestern Bolivia, South America, is located in the Andes Mountains, with an altitude of about 3,600 meters. The nearby Salar de Uyuni covers an area of about 10,000 square kilometers. When the dry season is from May to October, when the ground is in a dry state, the entire plain will become endless white cracks. When the salt marshes are flooded, the reflection of the sky will be reflected, forming the natural scenery of water and sky, and become a famous local landscape. The name Mirror of the Sky is so beautiful. There are many local tours to take you to visit, usually divided into sunrise, sunset, and starry sky tours. Each has its own beauty. Many tourists do not hesitate to participate in all three groups as soon as they arrive. However, the quality of these tours are uneven, so more travelers should compare it carefully. Uyuni can be reached by plane or bus from La Paz, the capital of Bolivia. You can also travel across the border from Calama and San Pedro de Atacama in northern Chile. If you like our channel, please like and share, subscribe. And don't forget to press the small bell beside, so that we can notify you of new videos. If you have any comments or what kind of video you want us to make, please leave a message to us. Thank you.